Good morning, my Florida Garden Escape channel. How are you guys doing this morning? So, first things first with this video, I wanted to update you guys with everything that's going on and that's been taking place. We've been really busy around the garden area, and that's just from the seedlings to the plants outside, as we got a lot of the stuff from inside outside. Because everything was starting to get root bound, and with that, you don't ever want to get your plants root bounded, especially with being in seedlings, because they get adjusted to that area quite quickly. So let's go ahead and dive into these seedlings, and y'all aren't gonna believe what it looks like now. So check it out, guys. These are the seedlings we have left in the tent now. As you remember, it did look like this. Now, as you can see, it looks like this. So we took a lot out and took it out to the garden area. As you can tell, we got a lot of this lettuce out. And as you can see, especially with this, because this is going to be one of the baby romaines, this is about ready to go out as well. It's not totally root bounded yet. It still has some more growing room. So we're going to let that grow some more. But one thing for sure that we do need to get out of here is going to be the carrots. As you can see, their roots right here, right there, I don't know if you guys can see them. There they are, right there. Those roots are starting to come out, which means these guys are starting to be root bound, which I do not want them to be. So we're going to need to get these out soon as well, along with our celery, and that, as you can see, it is towering over each other. As you can see, this one right here, it is a little yellow. It was getting coverage from the celery, but I had to move it from that area. And with this as well, you also do see where some of our beefsteak tomatoes, they did get a little burned from the light, so I did have to raise it up some. And then I do want to show you one thing we are experimenting with, and this is a pod. Inside the pod is green grapes, and you're going to be like, well, Selena, green grapes don't have seeds. Well, crazy theory is, if you cut a green grape, let's say in half, and you get like a lot of the center out, if you look, there'll be a wet looking seed inside that green grape that probably everybody eats and don't even realize it's in there. So you're eating green grape seeds every time. But there is seeds inside those green grapes. And I learned on a video I watched not too long ago is that they get to grow more green grapes. They actually get the seeds from inside those grapes, and then reproduce them through the seeds and the water and things like that, like you normally do with your seedlings. And so that was really cool to learn and watch. So we're testing it out ourselves to see if we can get some of the seeds to grow in the pods for us. Only time will tell, right, guys? Every day is a learning experience, so we might as well try and learn, see if we can grow them like that instead of just buying them at the store. It might take longer, but you know, it'll be all right. We'll still get something out of it. And so as you can see, we do have a lot of coverage from the celery, as it is just covering over my beefsteak tomatoes. So we definitely do need to get these out. Only thing that with getting these out is it's all about the timing. Currently here in Florida, we are getting a lot of rain, and with these guys, they can't handle that heavy rain as it will damage them. So we have to wait till it's not really heavy raining. I'm hoping today, this evening, I can get the celeries out. As you can see, they are definitely getting big. And later today we'll get a video made on the stuff that's going on outside, because there has been a lot going on outside, and I definitely want to show you guys that as well. So I'm gonna get ready to show you guys. So I'm getting ready to show you guys a few things that we're gonna get ready to do here soon. Once all this gets out, I want to really focus on my herbs and things like that. So a lot of the next things we're going to be growing is going to be like our thyme, our basil, mint, things like that. And as you can see, I did get it here. I have learned a few things with thyme. I'm going to try, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these or tried these. These are thyme I can't even speak this morning. Oh my goodness. Prenatals. Okay. Anyways, so these thingies, these thingies here is what we're gonna try and grow as well. They look pretty. I think they'll be really good. They're like their thyme. It's pretty much like a vine, pretty much. It's supposed to be really good, just like the thyme itself, so it does really good. Now I did learn about the mint is that it does spread like wildfire, and so with it, you don't want to plant it in the ground with your other plants. You want to definitely keep it in a pot because it will take over your garden area through the ground, as that's how it spreads, is through its roots. So we also did do some pest controls, and we're gonna have to reapply them soon to get the bugs and that away from our plants. So we're gonna be getting a pest control video put up here soon as well. So you guys can look for that. So that's pretty much it with our seedlings. You know, we had a few damages from the light being too low, so we had to get that raised. The celery's looking great. We do definitely need to get it out soon, along with a lot of our lettuces we had to get out. We're still waiting for the last couple of lettuces to finish, and then they should be ready to go out as well. Everything's looking really great. I'm really happy with everything. I'm just kind of rearranging some things because I noticed the celery is starting to overtower this red acre cabbage, and I don't want it to do that. Move you over here. And that is gonna be, when you're growing like I am, you definitely want to watch everything, make sure everything is getting enough light, making sure it's not getting towered on. When doing your celery, you definitely want to make sure you have the room in that to move everything around, because they will get tall and they will definitely tower over your other plants. And so you definitely want to make sure you got a big enough room to start growing that. But that is pretty much it, guys. We got our pest control that we need to do since some of the heavy rain's out. One thing for sure, before you go to transplanting everything, make sure your plants is ready for the outside weathers, from the heat to the rain that they'll receive. Another thing as well you want to make sure about is that it's not gonna really, because with transplanting you always want to go through a hardening stage where you're adjusting them to the outside climates. And one thing for sure is with mine, I don't have to adjust it to the winds or anything like that they'll receive outside because of the amount of fans and that we have inside. So they're already really strong in their stems and that, which is great, which is what you want. The only thing you can't prepare them for is that heavy rain. Unfortunately, I had just recently planted a lot of lettuce out, and a lot of it did get damaged from the amount of heavy rain that we ended up getting that I wasn't expecting. Unfortunately, with watching the weather, you can watch for it and like plan for it, but only weather knows what it's gonna do. Like, the rain will come when it wants to. That's Mother Nature. That's just part of nature. She does what she wants. It's not on your time frame. It's on her own time frame. So that is definitely one big thing with transplanting your plants outside. We'll have a video later today showing you guys the outside garden and by what I mean by with damaging. So you always want to prepare your plants for the transplant to outside, especially if you don't have the same kind of climates outside that you do inside. Thankfully, this tent is in my closet, so I'm able to control the temperatures in that. I can keep it cooler if I want to. I can get it hotter if I want to. It really just up to me how I want to do it, and these plants really. I try to go off of what the plants require. They require a lot more higher temperatures, so that's why we're pretty much keeping it at a warmer state, and we always keep this door closed so that way it stays warmer in here. So we've pretty much went over what we're getting ready to do, what we're getting ready to plant. We are coming up in winter season, so I'm really going to start brainstorming, see what we're going to plant, when we're going to plant, make sure, you know, we got our correct varieties, see, because we're in Florida, so we're a zone 8, it's either 8A or 8B, I forget. I have to double check. I don't know, I haven't had enough coffee this morning. So we're Florida, we're zone 8 or 8A or 8B. I know we're 8, zone 8 for sure. You always want to check your zones to see what you can grow and what will grow in your area. I know sometimes that Florida can have a lot humider climates and that, so it's kind of hard at times for Floridians to grow apple trees in that. It's not impossible. It can be done, especially if you know what you're doing. That is going to be one of our goals, is to grow an apple tree. So we'll definitely see how that goes once we do get it. We're still trying to figure out what kind of apple trees we want and the varieties in that. So there's that. Oh, am I missing anything? We're going to go over pesticides later in another video. We got a lot of seeds we need to get planted, but where it's not really yet the time. I gotta really sit down and go through all our seedlings and figure out what we can plant now with us getting close to winter, and what will work and what don't. So it's pretty much during your winter time is pretty much your research time. That's when you're researching, figuring out what varieties you want to plant, figuring out when you should be planting them, getting everything ready, figuring out when you need to get them started in their seedling pods, things like that. So you always want to, you know, take everything step. Don't rush. Everything's about being patient, especially with gardening. I can say that for sure. With gardening, you have to have the patience. It's not, let's put this in the ground, let's put this in the ground, let's put this in the ground. It's all about the timing, because if you time it wrong, you're going to end up with no harvest. You'll end up with no plants. So it's definitely all about the timing. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below. We're going to have later today our trivia answer to our trivia question I asked not that long ago. And we're going to see who got it right. So look out for that video as well. Also, don't forget to hit the bell down below so you get notified anytime a new video hits our channel. We always have all kinds of videos coming out, whether it be about gardening or just posting a silly video for the day. We always want to keep you guys in tune and updated. And we just want to share the love of gardening, laugh with you, share love, pretty much everything. All the good stuff, all that good stuff. So y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to see you guys later in the next video. Selena is out on the Florida Garden Escape channel.